With this polynomial, it's sometimes the easiest way to factor a trinomial with the coefficient of 1 that we have here, and we always want to look for that coefficient of 1, is to factor using what I call an X puzzle. So what you have to do is you draw an X, and you put the coefficient for the middle term that you want to put at the top of your X. So you would put a negative 13. And then you put the constant at the bottom of your X, and that would go here. And what you're doing is you're looking for two numbers that if you add them together you get a negative 13, but if you multiply them together you get a 40. So let's look at all the possible factors of 40. So if we look at 40, we can have 1 times 40. We could go 2 times 20. 3 doesn't go into 40, so we go to the next one. 4 times 10, 5 times 8, and then we can stop there because we can see that the 5 and 8 can give us that 13. So now what we have to do is take in consideration these signs. I have a positive 40 at the bottom, so the only way that I can get a positive 40 at the bottom if I multiply a negative 5 times a negative 8, because that gives me a positive 40, or a 5 times an 8, that also gives me a positive 40. But because my top number is a negative number, I'm going to use this combination. So a negative 5 and a negative 8 add up to negative 13, and if I multiply them I get a positive 40. So now all I have to do is I need to write my parentheses, and I use the variable for this polynomial, so y and y, and then I just have to put this negative 5 here and this negative 8 there. I could interchange those two. I could put the negative 8 here and the negative 5 here. It does not matter. So you can see that if we use the FOIL method, we multiply y times y, we get y squared. Y times a negative 8 gives us a negative 8y. Negative 5 times y gives us a negative 5y, and a negative 5 times a negative 8 gives us that positive 40. So when we combine like terms, we get that negative 13y that we were looking for. So this is how you factor a polynomial with the coefficient of 1.